Dragon's Den, folks, I'm wondering, do you watch it? Do you? Well, I do, honestly. I've actually tried to get on there about 18 months ago. It's not that I couldn't get on there, it's that I couldn't fill all the online stuff out. I told you I'm a technophobe, I don't know what I'm doing. I just couldn't do it. And I've got about 3, not 1, but 3 brilliant ideas that I know will make money. Can't get them off the ground, so I can't get on there. I actually went into the studios to try to hand in a letter that they might hand to the producers. All the way to Manchester, off my own back, my own petrol in. Won't take it. No, we have a policy, we don't do that. I said, look, I'm an old fart. I can't do it online. I've tried and tried and tried. I said, I don't want anybody to know I'm coming on here. I want it to be a surprise to my family. My daughters could probably do it for me, but I don't want them to. I want to get on here and no, we don't do it. We don't. Surely you can hand it to just the producers. If they throw it away, then fine, at least they've had it. No, we don't do it. You go online, no, you don't do it at all. Shame on you, Dragon's Den. You should be able to accept a letter. What's a letter out of anyone's day? You looking at something online that's been written online is every bit the same as a letter. Some of us old folk can't do anything but a letter. It takes longer to do a letter than it does that, you know. And we pay postage on it. Well, I didn't. I drove to it. But that's even dearer than the postage. Petrol's dear nowadays. 30-mile round trip. No joy at all. Anyway, that's by the by. TOUKER SULEYMAN. I've got 2 to mention for you. TOUKER SULEYMAN and Gary Neville. In fact, we'll go Gary first, Gary Neville. I'm behind on this series. I watch it religiously. It's a show I like. I really do. I like people that have got something about them and trying to make the way in life. So I watch them all. And I've seen Gary on there. I only seen it about 2 nights ago. I know he was on weeks ago, but I only seen it 2 nights ago. And it's the one where he went for 3 dragons, one of them being Gary. And Gary said, look, I know you don't want to give this much away. He said, but I'm telling you now, I'm not all about the percentages, but you're a local lad, you're a Manchester lad. And I think that was the one. I love helping businesses. I love helping people. So what about this? Those 2 there would each have to say 25% or whatever it might have been. What about this? Get 3 dragons instead of 2. I think in some respects them 2 are better for you than me. But he said, I live in and around Manchester now. He said, I can give you access to me 24/7. So you can use me as a sounding board and to run ideas past me. He said, but I think that you'll get more business from them. He said, but I'd love to be involved. So what about this? He said, they might not accept it, you might not yourself, but what about they take 10% each? I'm willing to take only 5 because they'll do better for you. He said, but as I say, you'll have a daily interaction with me. You'll feel you've got somebody that you can turn to and talk with on a daily basis if you've got any issues. I'll take 5%, I'm happy with that. Them 2 take 10. What do you think about it, fellas? And they said, okay, we'll go with that. And you, the fellow that he was pitching to in the end, said, oh, that's fantastic, I'll have you on board. For all this fellow was a City fan, it was the Manchester fellow, he's a City fan. I remember it now, although I only seen it 2 days ago. That's how bad my memory is, folks. And I've never seen that before. I've never seen one dragon say, I'll take less than the others, but I'd like to be on board. I thought it was good. It was a nice twist. I thought it was good. Back to TOUKER. I've got to mention TOUKER because I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Sarah Davies as well, although she's trying to get into everything at the moment. When she's not on there, she's on The Morning Live on BBC. Now she's doing something for children in need, or comic relief, or some kind of relief. She's on everything. But I'll give her a pass. Those people that are on everything, like your Ryland Clarks and all of them, I call them, Barney Walsh and all them, because they're crap. Sarah's not. I like Sarah, I like her a lot. But I used to think, when people are on there, why don't more people give Sarah a go? Because I think she'd be a fantastic mentor and a fantastic friend. And some of these people starting off in business need a friend as well. I think you get the personal touch with Sarah. She doesn't get as much as she should get, but that said, she gets a hell of a lot more than TOUKER. He sat there on the end. His chair might as well be another 20 foot away from Sarah, because nobody ever looks at TOUKER. Nobody. He gets no investment at all, man. He gets nothing. The only ones he gets is where absolutely everybody says no, and then he thinks, wait a minute, it probably, under normal circumstances, would be a no for me. But I never get investment on here, and I see an opportunity. So what I'll do, I'll swoop in last. I'll ask for a lot more than the guy or girl that's asking for investment wants to give away. But they know they've got no other option. I'm a winner because I get somebody on board. They're a winner because they get a dragon, but I get the right percentage. And that's what he always does. More often than not, when they're looking at a couple of dragons and it's not going well for him, he's always the one first mentions, well, you could do with another dragon. He tries to join other bands. Often they don't seem to want him, even the Dragons don't seem to want him. I just feel sorry for him, I do, honestly. He used to use the old line, remember the line he used to use? It was his favourite. Well, the thing is, where I am, you might need office space. I've got loads of office space where I am, as well as being a Dragon for you. I can give you office space. I've got plenty of it where I am. And the other Dragons, you take the mick out of him, which was pretty funny, I must admit. He stopped using that now because they keep taking the mick, so that one's gone. But even with free office space, and I think it was free he was offered it, he still never used getting anyone on board, and he still doesn't. And I'm thinking, you must have been on this show now for about 6 or 8 seasons, Tuka, and you're the least used Dragon in Dragon history. I don't half feel sorry for him, because he's gone from nothing to lots of money, lots of contacts, does lots of business, fingers in lots of pies. So he can't be thick, he must know what he's doing, but nobody picks him. I do feel sorry for him, I really do. If I was on Dragon's Den, would I pick him? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. But I feel sorry for him all the same. If I was on Dragon's Den, I can't tell you who I'd pick. There's 2 who I'd pick, but I don't want to tell you who. I don't want to give the game away, because if I do get on there, they'll already know I'm going to pick them. And they'll go low on their offer, knowing that I want them really anyway, so I'm not going to do that, viewers. I'm not going to do that. But no, I do feel sorry for TOUKER, I really do. I do, it's a shame. Somebody, folk, if you're listening to this and you've gone Dragon's Den, pick TOUKER! Pick TOUKER! No, I wouldn't, but you pick TOUKER. It's only right, isn't it? He deserves some business as well as anybody else. He's on there every week, all dappered up. When someone asks someone to take a penalty, he's always first. When they ask someone to dance, he's always first. When they ask someone to ride a stupid bike, he's always first. He's always first up. I think he's a good egg, really, but nobody looks his way. What a shame. Poor TOUKER.